Okay, well, here we are, downtown Chuchupate, a small little area. Um, Usually when there's a bunch of houses that belong to a family, they give it a name and an area, and so it's a reference point for when you're traveling or getting a ride. You can tell them you're going to Chuchupate, and they know where you're going, so they know where to stop to let you off. So anyway, it's been a while since I made a video, probably a year. I was living at the other camp for a while. Ayusikachi. I believe that's Taramara, which is kind of like the native Indians in America. These are the native people that have been living here for, who knows, thousands of years, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, sitting in front of the house, which is basically a log cabin, will give you a bit of a view what that all looks like. And go inside. It's kind of hard for me to see what I'm showing and see what you guys are going to be able to see. But anyway, we'll go inside, let the camera adjust, and give you an idea. We have an official stove, which we have on it frijoles and a pot for making hot water for coffee, and a cabinet over there where we keep the dishes and the food so the mice don't get it, which are around, and my pitiful idea of a bed, but believe it or not, it's the most comfortable thing I've had to sleep on in a long time. A lot better, a little more softer than the ground. I found a piece of foam, basically part of an old mattress, I guess, and just put that underneath my sleeping bag, and fantastic. So, take a little walk outside. You can see kind of what the house looks like from a bit of a distance. It's not very big. I think I described it as about a one-car garage size, and I don't know, works. Stays dry for the most part, and when it rains here, it rains. Let me tell you. You walk outside for 5 steps and you're soaked. I mean, that's how much raining it comes down hard. And it's going to be raining in a couple of hours, as it does every day. And we're going to try to give you a bit of a view here, so you can see what I get to see when I wake up every day. It's really actually very beautiful. Walk under the barbed wire fence, which we just put up to keep the animals out. Around here, the animals just kind of walk around. People that have ranches, cows and whatnot, they just let them out so they can eat. So, there's a bit of the view. Some really beautiful cliffs, actually not that far away, and in the distance, this is the part of what's called the Sierra Madre, which is I don't know if it's the biggest, but it's a very high place here. We're over 7,000 feet here, and it goes all the way to Arizona and New Mexico. I mean, it's thousands of miles. Well, 1,000 miles. I don't know if we have a measuring tape that large. And here actually we have a pile of logs, which is these are small in diameter, but this is what we were cutting when I first started working here. And unfortunately, we didn't work too much. We'd work a couple of days a week, and then not work for a couple of weeks because the guys that basically were my boss liked to drink, and they would drink for 2 weeks. So we wouldn't work. But other guys do, and they work every day. There's another pile of logs. There's 3 different kinds. There's the trunks, which I guess they sell for making 2x4s, etc. And there's other stuff I guess they use for making paper and pencils and those sorts of things. It's not very good for much anything else. Here's the other pickup. You can see down the hill there. There's another couple of houses where Chica and Mario live, and you can see the house that Flora those in, but it's down over the other side of the road. And up on top of the hill, next to the white truck, is the house of Rafa, which is where I was living for a few months when I first started working here. So, here we have, this is just a bit of the road, the only road here. Pretty well washed out, rutted from the rain, which, like I said, comes down in buckets when it does rain. Right now it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see the clouds here are gearing up as they do every day for a good deluge, and a lot of lightning, and the thunder is amazing here. Shakes the ground. And another thing we're going to give you a quick view of is me. You get to see how skinny I got. Well, if I can. Don't need to be carrying around all that excess baggage anyway. And here we have the dog that I basically took from the ranch when I was working for Oscar. Here we have Nada. Huh? Nada, good girl? Huh? Unfortunately, nobody ever trained her. So everything she does, she thinks is wrong. When you call her, she thinks it's wrong. When you tell her to sit down, she thinks it's wrong. She cowers a lot. And right now she's pregnant, and she's going to have puppies. Which all the dogs here in Mexico, it's amazing. They get a lot of dogs. And, well, unfortunately, the puppies usually end up down the hill somewhere. Food for the coyotes and wolves. I guess they're all wolves here, but I don't know where they are. I have never seen one. But you do see coyotes. Anyway, down the hill here, a little bit of the work I've been doing. Cutting posts and poles for the fence. It's kind of the downhill side of the garden. We've got a bunch of garbage here we got to burn. Part of an old access road here that goes off into the mountains there. The guys that cut the logs would use this. But they don't anymore. And here is the garden. Right now all we got is corn. It was very short, and didn't have any money for seeds, so it took a little while before we got some free seeds, and we planted them. So in a little while, a couple of months, we'll be able to have some corn on the cob. And it's not bad. It's nice, comfortable place to where I can wash my clothes. I'm not really sure what you want to hear about, but maybe just happy to hear my voice and see me walking around in a new place that I live. And it's not bad. It's very relaxing. It's comfortable here. And I need to recharge the battery, but probably tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow, actually, I'm going to town to see about swapping out the Tahoe here for a pickup truck. Unfortunately, the truck is kind of sick still, so it needs a lot of work. Well, and right now it needs a transmission, so swap it out for another 4x4 pickup truck standard, which seems to be the best kind of a truck to have around here because of the hills. So after we get back from town, maybe we can have a little time to take a little walk so you can see the hills that we worked on to cut the trees. So anyway, this is always a lot of fun. There's no script, so I'm just kind of blathering away. But see if we can get a little more done tomorrow. Okay? That's all for right now.